What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. AJ here with East to West Reacts. We are going to get into One Piece 1056, coming off of honestly a streak Oda's doing right now, and I'm going to expect nothing less, for this chapter. Um, Hopefully, at the end, we might get a little lucky and find out there's no break next week, but we're waiting to see. He's been doing great, so the man does deserve his rest, of course. But picking up with the cover page here, actually, this is kind of nice actually because this confirms like a lot of ideas of people. Since Big Mom's crew came to Wano, everyone's kind of like, "Where's Katakuri? Where's Katakuri?" Well, we know he's stayed back in Wano, obviously, of course. With the captain gone, the first mate's got to take care of the territory and everything else. So that always made sense to me. And here he is taking on the Germa with the oven. So they're definitely going to have a tough time. But I wonder how this is going to kind of conclude here. But it reads Germa 66, an emotionless excursion, volume 15. Katakuri and oven arrive. Alright, so they're about to get into a brawl with these guys, and they're no like slouches, honestly. But I'm curious to know how that kind of keeps going. It's nice. It's just nice to see Katakuri. I liked him when he was in the story for sure. But alright, we are at the Flower Capital. The party in the Flower Capital is over. Just look how gaunt you are. Hang in there, Raizo. Don't die, Shinobu. What terrible sorcery. Oh, that's right. They got like zapped up by a green bull. As much as I hate to admit it, the man had a point. Kaido was a tyrant, but at the same time, his presence kept enemies away. Alas, I'm sorry. All of this happened while I was away in Curry, and I had no idea. Hey, what's done is done. This is Nekomamushi, and the damage was minimal. All thanks to Lord Momonosuke. And how was Otsuru? So yeah, he was fine with his wife. We never got to see that. That was sad. Raizo looking crazy, bro. Even his hair looks like shriveled up. Alright, but he says, Okabora town burned to the ground, and Tsuru has a terrible burn on her face, but she is still alive and well. Okay. This is someone talking to her. Otsuru, is it true? Has Kin come back? Yes, although he's returned to the capital for now. You're from the capital too. You should go to him, says this old lady. She's like, I know. I want to be at his side too. And he's like, I have to say, after 20 years, she's still just as beautiful. Alright, that's good. I'm glad he got to see her. But I would have liked to see them like reunite. That would have been nice. He's like, hey, dogs like cheese, but not that much cheese. This is Inarashi. Hiku says, that's so sweet, Master Kid. Oh, Raizo can still talk. Ooh, wish I had a girl. Focus on your recovery, Raizo. Okay. He can still talk, so he's not completely out of it. But what's this? Oh, we got Carrot. What's up? You called for me, Duke Dogstorm and Cat Viper? Ah, there you are, Carrot. Yugara will be the new king of Mokomo Dukedom. The king? Yay, sure thing. What? She's like, wait, king? No way, I can't do that. They're going to make Carrot the king? Interesting. Okay, I'm wondering what the merits are for that. But I guess they're probably going to stay. Well, there goes all those theories of Carrot joining the crew. That's down in the mud. It was never going to happen. But alright. Well, the truth is, Kat and I have decided to stay here in Wano and serve Lord Momonosuke as a samurai of the Kozuki clan. Yugara, this is Neko, are one of the few who've been out to see the world thanks to Luffy. That means you must have some of what we'll need in the next era. She's like, but there are so many people who are way stronger than me. And okay, the musketeers come in. Of course there are. And our job is to protect the country. I'll help you too, says Wanda. This was the two kings' decisions, Carrot. But most importantly of all, your heart carries Pedro's will in it. She's like, Pedro. And to sum it up, we're leaving Zhao to younger folks. Or Yugara young folks. Alright. So they're stepping down, Stan and Wano. Carrot's taking over. Solely off the merit that she went to Whole Cake Island pretty much. She got to experience some of it. It's kind of a unique, like an outlier of the world, but it's real world experience more than anyone else in of South can honestly say on it, you know. But okay. So Straw Hats have another kingdom at their side. Um, that's that. But grandfather, yes, I am Odin's father. Who said? Who's that talking to? Old man. Oh, Momo and Hiyori. They found out. I'm sorry, children. I'm sorry. Thank you. You truly do look just like Odin, Momonosuke. Grandfather. We've lost our parents. Just knowing that another relative is still alive is such a relief. And Hiyori says, "I feel the same way. Please don't apologize." He's like, "I suppose you were all aware then." Oh, okay, yeah, the retainers knew. Who would wear a Tengu mask when there is no festival? You did not seem like an ordinary blacksmith. And Kiku says, we thought it would be rude to reveal it. Oh, so they knew for a while. He's like, I'm sorry to have put a burden on you. And Kinemon, oh, yo, he's freaking out. He's freaking out on the inside. He's like, oh, shit. He was Lord Sukiyaki? This whole time, I had no idea. I thought my heart was going to leap out of my chest. At least he's alive, though. That part's good. Yeah, he stays clueless. How do they make this man the leader? Alright, so Sukiyaki continues, I have things that I can teach you, but that is all I'm good for anymore. After that, please let me resume my seclusion from the public. This era is yours to build. I'm glad he understands that. That's really nice, though. Someone to pass on the Koziki secrets to Momonosuke properly. This is good. Kinemon says, yes, sir. Just knowing you're alive is a source of great strength. I'm still shocked. And alright, now we're back to the Straw Hats. Oh, what? Pluton is in this country? Says Frankie. Robert says, yes, I wasn't able to see it for myself, but it is here. I can't believe that thing actually exists, says Frankie. Shoot, you burnt those plans. The one Frankie burned the plans for, says Luffy. Robert says, that's right, the ancient weapon Pluton, which bears the name of a god. Do you want it, Luffy? He says, nah, I'm good. That's what I figured, but it makes me wonder, why did Odin want to unleash such a thing? And then who's this? What was that? Did I hear you saying that a mature woman can't be a devastating weapon? Who's that? Who the heck are you? Oh, that's Shinobu? What? I like I like Otamo in her Kunoichi outfit. It's me, Shinobu. I'm just a little haggard from an accident. And Sanji says, really? You're so beautiful when you're haggard. And Thomas says, hey big bro, I'm Shinobu's apprentice now. I'm gonna be a real tough by the next time you see me. Then you can let me join your crew. Nami says, Otama, you're so cute. Luffy says, sure, if you can use ninjutsu by then. And then, oh, this fucking guy. Yo, how does he stay in these places, man? Why? What? Caribou is carried throughout this entire series. How does he remain where he is? Like, how has he not gotten off by somebody, right? I wish Peckham's cut him just a little deeper all the way back in Sabaody. But he was there for excuse me, sorry, the reveal of Poseidon, and now the reveal of Pluton to the crew. Jesus, I don't believe it. Plutons and Wano, first Poseidon, now this. I gotta let a certain someone know about this, bro. No, who's he gonna tell? Days later. Okay, we're in the capital. Lord Shogun, we have the reconstruction plans from each domain now. So for the funds needed, and then he's walking through. He's saying, people saying Shogun. They're okay. They're happy to see him. Omo looks troubled though. And then he walks in. Hey Zoro, would you teach me some sword fighting techniques? Luffy, Zoro. Oh, did they leave? And he's trying to get stronger for them. Robin, Frankie, Bonkichi, Jinbei, Yamato. Where is everyone? Ping ping. Hiyori, have you seen Luffy's group anywhere? They've left already. They said their goodbyes to everyone this morning. Oh, and Toko's like, I missed them. Oh, she's okay. So she's taken on with Hiyori. That's nice. I'm glad she's got somebody to look after her. They said nothing to me. Lord Momonosuke, Kinemon, Luffy's gone. He's like, I just learned that myself. They said their goodbyes to everyone else, but why not us? They were they were the first to meet them. What do they got? What's this gonna be like? What are they doing? Takage pour udon. Pick a different day, Straw Hat. The alliance is over. We're enemies now. And Luffy's like, too bad. We already decided on today. And the kid's like, oh well, guess we're all going now. Let's pick directions. And that's the log pose needles are fixed in 3 directions: northeast, east, and southeast. Pick one. The middle one. East. They both okay. So Luffy and Kid both pick east, and then Law picks northeast. He's like, so I get my choice. Going northeast means I move the furthest ahead, and then Kid and Law were like, oh shit. You picked the middle, stupid children. No, I lost at straws. I'm sorry, everyone, says Luffy. And Usopp's like, every direction is dangerous. It doesn't matter. Just help us load up, Luffy. And Luffy says, darn it, even though I'm an emperor of the sea. And he's putting that in Kid's face. He's going, you're going to rub it in my face, huh? But when it comes to the emperors, the one who really makes me mad is him. Is he going to say Shanks or Blackbeard? Oh, Buggy. The genius jester, Buggy. Cross Guild. Wait a second. Hold the... Yo, nah, man. Nah. Also, that's Buggy's bounty poster? That's nuts. Cross Guild? It's Crocodile and Hawkeye. What, says Zoro? Why are they shown like they're Buggy's followers? Huh? That's not possible. Not for Hawkeye, says Zoro. Law says, well, if he's got 2 men of their stature working for him, he deserves to be called an emperor. And Buggy says, you know he's an idiot, right? How did that happen? If that's coming from Luffy, that's crazy. He can't believe it. It seems this cross guild company he leads has started putting bounties on the Navy. What? Oh shit! They're putting bounties on Navy officers. The Navy's been used to doing all the chasing, but these days they have to fear assassinations from civilians. While we were stuck here in this closed nation, the world around has changed quite a bit. No complaints about our respective courses. Once we set foot outside of Wano, we're in a fight to the death like all the others, says Kid. I like that. Yeah. That's crazy, though. He's putting bounties out on Navy officers. Alright. And a piece of paper on the ground. What is that, Trafalgar? Oh, he dropped it for them. A copy of the road poneglyph. You have just as much right to it as we do. Only a trifling man would sneak out to a head start. Oh. So Kaido did have one of them. The same thing we took off Big Mom's general. And then Killer continues, We're going to have to put all of our strength into this task if we want to take part in the all-out war over the One Piece. And Kid says, what you mean finding the man with the burn scar? That's not enough to go on. Who's the man with the burn scar? How much does Kid and them actually know? They don't. Law knows about Zhao, but Kid doesn't know about Zhao. He's got this one, yeah. So Kid still gotta hit Zhao, and then wherever this last one is. And then Luffy's like, huh? Burn scar? What do you mean? Laws kind of has like a kind of a closed face. Robin's kind of confused. And Kid's just rubbing it in. You don't know? Heh, sounds like we've got the advantage. And Luffy's like, come on, tell me. Flower capital. Are you going to Yamato? Is that you, Momonosuke? I'm up here. Where is that? On the roof again. Well, I've made up my mind. Guess I'll go to Luffy and his crew. I'm going to live the way Kozuki Oden did. Bing. And that's the chapter. Alright. And it says no break. That's 4 in a row. Wow. Okay. He's spoiling us now. He's definitely trying to get out of Wano. I like this. I'm sure there'll probably be a break after like we've departed. But this was good. Definitely moving forward here. Alright, so I think we've got some of our last moments here with the Scabbards. Everyone's fine. The Dukes have made their decision. They're no longer going back to Zoe. They're staying. Carrot's going to go back. The Straw Hats have said their goodbyes to everyone else as well. So I think it's just now Momo and Kinemon getting to them and Yamato. Momo and Hiyori learned about their grandfather, which is great. So now Momo can improve in multiple areas. You know, he can get better in his dragon form. Hopefully he learns some swordsmanship as well. And also he's going to learn about, the secrets of his family being passed down finally. So, which is great. And his grandfather is very like, I'll just tell you what I know, but like, I'm not going to lead or anything. Like, this is your time to do what you want. Which is really nice. That's actually a really good space to be in. So Momo is kind of all set. I think now he kind of just has to have these parting words with Luffy. That's kind of going to get him to carry on to this end of the series, where he's going to come in with the rest of Wano to help support him in this grand war we all keep talking about. Hopefully that happens actually. But yeah. So. And also I like that the Straw Hats, how they also, talked about Pluton being there, the Poneglyph, Robin spreading the information, and then she's just like, Luffy, do you want it? And he's just like, no, I'm good. But they know it's there, and I'm sure they have to get a little further to sort of get in the same headspace as Oden. Like, why do you want to do this? I'm sure it's another one of those things where it's like, how Rayleigh and them said, it's not our time yet. Like, we can't come to Wano and unleash that. There's no point to us going and unleashing Poseidon and opening the borders at this point in time. What good is it going to do? So, we definitely have to learn a lot more. I'm sure once we get to our next set of poneglyphs, or our resident New World experts who know about the Void Century and things, once we learn about them, it'll be good. And this man with the burn scar, that's a new mystery. That's the next, who's the lurking legend? So who's the man with the burn scar? Definitely has to be somebody with knowledge from like maybe the Roger crew, or just somebody who's a historian as well. There's a lot of possibilities, honestly. And who is their allegiance lied to? Honestly, is this someone who's with the government and navy? Is this a pirate, or is this somebody who's just sort of like a third party, like civilian? Fucking Caribou finding out. who's this certain someone he's going to tell? Is it like Fake News Morgan? You know, kind of get a payoff. Is he going to try and relay this to Blackbeard and possibly try to join his crew? It definitely seems like he's not trying to align himself with Luffy anymore. So it's kind of the only other option he has, unless he goes for Buggy's crew or yeah, it's got to be either like Buggy's crew, Blackbeard's crew, or I doubt it, but Big News Morgan, just because get a payoff if something was scooped like that. That's kind of massive. Um, but yeah, so the Straw Hats are leaving. Momo's trying to make his way to them, and then we learn about this shit with Buggy, man. Mihawk and Crocodile joined Buggy. Like on what like? What is the reasoning they join with Buggy? Is it like just because of his resources and everything? Like, do they think? I kind of feel like Mihawk and Crocodile are sort of like using Buggy or like his image, right? Like, hey, we Shibu or we one former Shibukai, but like two Shibukai, we team up. And form this alliance. And Buggy has a massive corporation, right? So he has capital, and now he has the absolute muscle. Because it was always kind of, I feel like the Navy was always kind of questionable. It's like, okay, we don't give a fuck about Buggy, but the company he keeps is who we actually should be worried about. So this is definitely going to be interesting like kind of thing to worry about or learn about. Even Zoro is kind of like, there's no way Mihawk would do this. Like he's kind of questioning like what is his teacher reasoning, and Crocodile is not someone who does anything without he doesn't move without any sort of like specific reasoning himself either. So I really want to know like what where Oda's going with this. But one bit of information that really piqued my interest is Buggy now has bounties on the Navy and their officers. So are we going to get more of that? Are we going to start seeing Navy ships being attacked in the ocean? Whether it's just by regular civilians or other people trying to collect the buck and get this to Buggy and crew. So I'm sure we'll get more of that, in the coming story piece. But yeah. And then last thing, besides the burn scar guy, I'm not going to get into because that's a lot of speculating. But Yamato's finally going to join the crew. She's going to live the way Odin did. And yeah, hopefully Luffy doesn't give her a hard time. I'm sure she's going to like force her way on, kind of like Odin did with Whitebeard's ship, just to be a little similar. But yeah, I'm excited for that moment when she officially joins. It was obvious, definitely not Carrot. It was never Carrot. But that's all I got. Definitely a lot of stuff to speculate on. I can't wait for next week's chapter, and I'll talk to you guys then about it. But peace out, everyone. Thanks for coming on in. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe as always, and again, I'll talk to you all later. Peace.